we are working with the use of color in a composition. This is a gestural drawing. It's use of color. So you're going to be analyzing, responding to sensory information through the language and skills unique to the visual arts. Historical and cultural context, well, we're working with an amazing work of art that's in the Sistine Chapel in Rome, Italy. And this is a fresco by Michelangelo Buonarroti. And and connecting to areas and careers to other art forms. Well, this is a different kind of art form because it's a fresco. A fresco is an actual painting made on plaster, which is applied to the surface of a building. And it can be very bright and beautiful. And as you can see in this, you will see how bright it is. So you're working with a 9x12 piece of white paper. You got a pencil, eraser, a paintbrush, and water. And you're going to create a grid on your 9x12 paper. You've done this before. You fold it in half on the horizontal, and then you create 3 equidistant vertical lines. Start with the center line, then measure half the distance. From that line to the edge of the rectangle, make a horizontal line that goes from the top to the bottom of the rectangle. Look at the provided example. Yes. Okay, so this is a fresco, and you're going to draw out the major forms of the figure and the drapery on the figure using the grid to guide you in keeping the figures in proportion. It does not have to look perfect. I want you to see the actual drapery, the use of color, and this is an experiment for you. You're experimenting with your paints. Okay, and as we can see, her arms are massive. She's a very powerful looking woman, and she is looking at a book. And here is this little putti, they call him putti, and he has a fire. It's a thing where you would put a fire and to give you light. And this is Erythraean Sibyl, who is considered a prophetess of sorts. So this is what your paper will be gridded out to look like in the space of your paper. And as you see, I'm moving right along. You'll be watching this in the video. And I'm adding color to the figure here. We have this kind of golden orange type color here. And then we have this reddish. And then we have here that we have blue. And as we keep going, we say, well, this kind of has a bluish white cast to it. So I added a little of that, and then his arms are kind of brownish, flesh colored. So I use a little bit of brown, and I did her hair with some brown. And you see, and then this looks greenish, right? Green. So I'm playing around here, and this is where I want you to get to. I want you to understand the use of color, drapery, and to see the flow of the actual artwork, the figure, and how your eye is led through constantly through here to the subject, the Sibyl. She's a prophetess, I guess. She's some sort of she's a diviner of sorts, and she's looking into the book. You've got your rubric here. You're using watercolor technique. You're blending some colors here and there. You can apply tints and shades to that. Neatness, make sure it looks nice. Don't muddy the waters, so to speak. Make it look good. Make it look neat. Excellent painting skills. Student applies paint in a pre-planned and logical way, covering the entire surface. Well, here you go. This is pre-planning. You figured out where the drapery is lying, and where her arm is, and all that other stuff, and that you can see the modeling here. I did a little bit of modeling. It's planned. Her hair is brown, so you're putting her hair. His arm is brownish. He has fire. I have a little bit of red there. Okay, that's what planning is all about. And you're going to use your time wisely, and you're not going to spend forever on this. Okay, you shouldn't spend more than about 35 minutes on this whole project. Okay, after you get your information. Okay, you need to move quickly. When you are finished with the assignment, take photos of the paper using good lighting, and you're going to have one page, okay? And it's going to be a PDF, and you're going to make it in Google Slides, and you're going to call it ES for Erythraean Sibyl. All right, and the value on this is 2 points, and I would suggest you get this done quickly and submit it properly. So you're putting your border around here, right? You got to have your border on your paper. It doesn't have to be perfect. And now you can say, okay, this person she is massive. There's massive arms here, okay, and her head is over here. Her head is over here, and then there's a book here. The arm is coming across like that. Okay, and now you're going to make some orange, because she's got a kind of a yellowish orange, more yellowy orange than anything. Here, this is her drapery here, right? And there's a little, I'm going to put a little more red in there because it's darker, right? And I'm going to add some more orange to that, more yellow, right? And this is coming around, right? And then she has a reddish color here. Blue over here. Okay, and she has kind of a flesh tony color about her. You could, right? Right? And then he's got a little bit of fire in his hand, right? He's got a little fire. Right? He's got your fire, and he's got a stick in there. And he's got his arm coming up like that to the stick. Get his arm coming up like that. Okay. And then she's got brownish hair. Get some brown, put that on there. And then she's got more modeling on the back of her arm. She's got some massive arms here. All right, and there you go.